Hello Gems Metropole, Mr. Mant here, and welcome to my presentation on Ramadan, fueling for sport and performance. I thought I'd jump on here quickly just to give you some hints and tips as to how to fuel effectively and correctly during the holy month. So just to give a little bit of an introduction, obviously Ramadan is a great time to reset our minds and body, and the fasting period is a great way to give our gut and digestive system a break. We can boost our physical health and also our mental health, and it improves our self-discipline and control. How then do we make sure that we are fueling effectively and supporting our training and our overall health needs? Well, in all honesty, it is quite a difficult time to maintain healthy eating, okay? But with the right quality nutrition and training strategies, you can maintain your strength, your energy, and your endurance. As I've noted here on the PowerPoint, performance, recovery, and your body composition, so what you look like, what you're made up of, are all linked obviously to what you eat. So some strategies and some tips. Well, first of all, every person is individual and there's no one size that fits all. You know your body better than other people. It's a common misconception, however, that during Ramadan you'll be in a calorie deficit because you're not eating during the day and you're fasting. In reality, most people actually don't really change how much they eat, only when they eat it. Because you're skipping lunch and you're fasting during the day, but then you kind of overeat when you're at suhoor or your iftar. On the diagram here, we've got some 10 tips for staying active, okay? These range from obviously not binge eating at iftar, which I'll come on to in a minute, not skipping suhoor, making sure you continue to exercise, but to kind of changing that intensity and the type of exercise that you're doing, and also making sure you get lots of rest. So during suhoor before sunrise, make sure you're eating as close to sunrise as you can, and make sure you're getting good, slow releasing carbohydrates into your system, okay? You need that energy storage to keep you going throughout the day. You need some proteins, fish, eggs, beans, lentils, and you also need to make sure you're taking on plenty of fluids. However, do avoid coffee because this will make you lose your fluid and need to go to the toilet a lot more often. Try not to eat too much salt, okay, because this increases your thirst throughout the day. And most importantly, don't miss suhoor because then you're going to have no energy and no glycogen stores in your body to keep you going. The thing you're looking for here is slow digesting and long-lasting fuel for your body. All right, it's your final chance, as it says there, to get your nutrients into your system to help you cope throughout the day. For iftar, make sure when you are iftar, you're breaking the fast with dates and water, as is traditional, or milk is also a really, really good option to help you start to replace those glycogen stores that you've used up throughout the day. Soups, salads and fruits, as I've said, wholesome foods are really good to start with. Make sure you put a few treats in there, also some sweet treats. But as I put, make sure you're using healthy cooking methods and keep to smaller portions when it comes to sweet stuff. After iftar, you need to then continuously be drinking to make sure you're continuing that rehydration process, and also have another meal or a high carbohydrate snack to ensure you're getting those macronutrients, them proteins, those carbs and those fats that you've lost throughout the day. Okay, protein, we've talked about it before in my lessons, the importance of protein in terms of recovery and rebuilding your muscles, making sure that everything is being repaired. Slow release casein shakes, so like protein shakes, are a really, really good option if you're on the go and you haven't got much time to eat. Okay, they break down nice and slowly throughout the night and they'll work nicely with your suhoor the next morning. One thing I do note there is don't overeat, okay? If you stuff your face full of, I know it's tempting, I've been there before, and you stuff your face and you want to eat and eat and eat, but it's not actually going to be beneficial for you. That energy will then just be stored as fat and not actually useful to you. Okay, some top tips from athletes. So while I was researching, having a little look on the web, I come across quite a few quotes and some individual stories from athletes. Have a little read of these. Watermelon, that's one that stands out for me. Really good snack to have. It's got high water content, so that will help with that rehydration. Breaking the fast with dates, as we mentioned. Sleep is so, so important. Obviously, when you're sleeping, that's when your body is repairing and recovering. Make sure you're sleeping as much as you can during the Ramadan period. Electrolytes, obviously the school, we work closely with Hydo. You see a lot of PE teachers walking around with water bottles and electrolytes to make sure you're taking on those fluids and you're replacing all the vitamins and minerals. I also make note here about the proteins, things like cottage cheese and yogurts, complex carbohydrates, which take their time to break down slowly. In terms of training and activities, this is the time to slow down a little bit. Focus on low impact workouts, things like yoga and stretching are really, really good for you instead of those high intensity training sessions that you've been used to. Okay, you can still carry on with a little bit of cardio, but it's mainly about mobility and stretching sessions. We talk about a little bit at the start about how it can help your mental health. And as noted there, someone made reference to the fact that it helps strengthen our mindset so that we can do and we can achieve anything. Something that's become really important now, Premier League footballers are now fasting, breaking their fast during games, okay, which is really, really good to see. We're adapting more and we're taking into consideration the needs of those who are fasting. If it comes to you actually playing a game, please come to speak to me if you have a game scheduled for your team, for your club, and we can talk a little bit about strategies that you can use, that you can have ready on the sidelines, things like dates, things like energy gels, so that when you do break your fast, you're breaking correctively and effectively. In summary, please listen to your body, okay? Adjust your training intensity. Like I said, now's the time to slow down, work on those stretching and the mobility sessions, and be patient. Give your body time to adapt, okay? It will be hard, as a lot of you already know at the start, but your body will adapt and it will get used to it after a week or so. Please don't overeat at iftar or suhoor. I've done many suhoors in my time, many iftars as well, and the food is absolutely amazing, as we all know, but focus on getting good quality macronutrients, these slow releasing carbohydrates that will keep you going throughout the day and then help you to repair when you have iftar in the evening. Workouts, lower intensity as we talked about. Avoid exercising the hottest times of the day so you're not sweating as much, which therefore reduces your risk of dehydration. Prioritise your sleep and prioritise your hydration, as we mentioned. 2 to 3 litres of fluids is ideal. Last but not least, if you do need any additional help or advice, please contact me on email or come to see me in the nutrition lab. There's a couple of documents there that we'll make available to you that would be useful. YouTube videos are superb. Lots of pro athletes have taken the time to talk to you and explain how they eat, how they strategize, and how they fuel effectively. Last but not least, have a fantastic holy month, Ramadan Kareem. Thank you.